something to glean from it. And that's the beautiful part of God's word. It is always alive. It's always active. It's always cutting deep into us, shedding more light to things for us. And so the story of Agar, I'm just going to try to paraphrase, is she was sent away from the house where she was, which is with Abraham and Sarah. The Lord confirmed to Abraham, even though Abraham had this hesitation at first to send her away. And the Lord told Abraham, listen to your wife. And Abraham sent her away based on that, God's word. So not only the wife, but also God gave the permission that send her away based on the fact that there was clash going on. Anyway, so she was sent away, and it was recorded that early the next morning, Abraham took some food and a skin of water and gave them to Hagar. Yeah? So a skin of water, just a skin of water. Paraphrase. In today's time, it is just a flask of water, like, the flask we send our kids to school with. Let's just say something like that. So not something grand, not like a big jar, but a skin of water. A grown-up woman and a baby. She was sent away with that and some food. It got to a point in the journey that she exhausted water. And definitely she didn't see any well, because if she had sinned, she would not have left her child thinking that he's going to die and she doesn't want to watch him die. She abandoned the child at a distance. She went another distance and she was crying. Interestingly, the Lord heard the cry of the baby. That's what was written in the Bible. Verse 17. Yeah? God heard the boy crying, and the angel of God called to Hagar from heaven. So it was the cry of the boy that God heard. So yeah, you'd wonder, why did God hear? Because we were both crying. The mom was also required to be sobbing and crying in the distance, but the boy was also crying. So both of them were crying, but God heard the cry of the boy. Why? Why was it the boy? Well, the Lord brought to mind that sometimes we could be crying. I've also shared on this channel that sometimes you really don't have the right words and all you can do is cry. And there are really Bible stories to support that. Hannah cried, the Lord heard her. When things are heavy on your heart, sometimes you just don't know what to say. But in that moment, your heart posture is very, very important. So you could be in a space and you're crying, not necessarily connecting to God, like, God, this is me pouring out my heart, and what I can pour out right now is this tears, because I feel like I just need to let it out. That in itself is you connecting. That heart posture is important. So it's possible that you're crying, thinking you're connected to God, but your heart is far away.